Hey guys, in this video I'm going to share 8 mind-blowing apps that you probably didn't know existed. Let's check out the first one. This is called Drumgenius and it basically is drum loops but very adjustable. Check this out. You go here and you can choose and adjust the BPM here. It can be slower, it can be faster, you can also adjust the pitch. It's really cool. And then I have different styles. This looks simple, but it actually has a lot of power for practicing. Check out this boogaloo here. So you can adjust the tempo, maybe even add the clave, record it to the guitar. Stop. Add one layer. Right, so I can just work with these ideas and it's really fun. Like there's a groove here, for example. You can see funky number 3. Again, you can change tempo and I can just play with that, right? Etc, etc. So I can literally find a universe of sounds with almost like a live drummer that I can not only imagine a sound, I can really feel it, and you can put headphones or put it on your system. iReal Pro is a great tool to work with because you can check out the songs. Massimo is also a great bass player that created the app. The drummer that you're hearing on these recordings is actually Kar Uzbek, a good friend and amazing drummer. So check this out for a second. So we can open it up. A lot of songs here, 2,322 at the moment. You can add more songs if you'd like. Let's check out, for example, I Should Care. So this is in 5. For some reason I changed it, and you can listen just really quickly. 2, 3, 4, 5. You hear it in 5. Then you can decide if you want to adjust this, edit. Not 5, let's do it in 4. That's how it should be. Save. And then we can say, I don't want it in C, I want it in E flat. You can hear it. Change the tempo, of course. All these are variables. You can decide if you don't want Rhodes, you just want drums and bass. 3, 4. Of course, you can decide if you want to just loop this first 4 bars. You do this loop. You can work on the first 4 bars of I Should Care. As an example. It's just a really good tool. You can also create here. So if you want to write your own songs, you can go here, unknown, sure song number 23, create, and then we have a blank canvas basically that we can create and write songs. And the song can be simple or as complex as you want. The tree, is it here? The tree. The song I wrote, and I just want to kind of check it out and see the structure one time, so I wrote it on the app. It's not exactly how the song should be in terms of the groove, but it's a it's a way to listen to it and hear it. Very simple, but it's once you add the drums and keys, it's kind of cool. 2, 3. Great tool to work with that I would really recommend because you can just learn a lot of music and you can kind of listen and check yourself. You can write songs, you can try different keys. There are a lot of settings and a lot of things to explore there. So of course, if you're practicing and trying to get better, this is an awesome tool. I created a free PDF and video for you. It's a free lesson. Check it out here. It's yours. The amazing slowdown. Check this out. I can take a song that is a little fast and I can just decide I just want the first couple of seconds, begin here, slow it down, and I can repeat it, and of course eventually find the sound on guitar and play it with it. Now I love using this app. I think it's really great. You can loop things, etc. It has many settings, and also it's really awesome because you can also take basically songs or audio that you like to listen to and have like a mini library and listen to stuff over there. You can kind of lock the screen and use Google Maps where you're going or whatever it is. So it's really comfortable. I actually use it a lot as a player as well, to listen to specific things that I'm kind of like diving into and kind of trying to dissect or internalize more. For example, that Brad Miller solo, right? Kind of listening to just the solo section and looping certain parts and trying to absorb the information. So I find it really helpful and really cool. iTabla Pro is one of my favorite apps to use. I use it quite often, and check this out. So you can turn this on. Don't have to use a tabla at the moment. I really like the drone here. I'll sing with it, I'll play with it. You can just take a scale and listen to the sound and tag the information while you work with this. So really fun. You can change the pitch, you can do all these kind of things with this, add percussion. There's a lot of stuff you can do. It's a really great app. I love driving with it, so I'll put it on a center and I'll sing scales and exercise and stuff while I'm driving. It's cool because it can be in the background. You can again pull Google Maps or call, whatever you want to do. So it's kind of comfortable to have that, especially when you're driving and kind of messing around with ideas. I will say with iReal Pro, I also like driving and kind of seeing stuff against it. It's really cool. There are a lot of metronomes, but this one is really a favorite of mine because you can slow down things to a tremendous tempo. So you can see here, you can take this 30 BPM and even slow it down to, you know, whatever you want it to be. Now it might seem ridiculous, but actually it's a great practice which I do daily. So I will use these tempos, and on regular metronome and also on the online metronome you can kind of usually get to 40 BPM and not lower than this, and it's a really great thing to do. You can also add subdivisions. You can hear, you know, I'll put it a little faster so we can hear it. Boom. For example, the triplets. You can adjust the sounds that you want. You can have sequence it so it can only happen in certain places, etc, etc. There's just a tremendous amount of things you can do. I'll show you an example here. Give you an example here. So this is just a memory game that I do. Usually I do it with 8 bars or sometimes longer. Basically I can tell it to repeat a certain bar as much as I want, and I can decide on the variables here of how frequent this will happen. This has a lot of information right now. Sometimes I'll have way less information to kind of challenge the playing. The point is you can do a lot with it and actually work on time and rhythm with this app, and I find it really helpful to get better and groove harder. Ear Guru is an awesome app that Dan Teffer, the amazing piano player, developed. One of my favorite ways to use it is pulling out this option here on play. You can have the variables, the tempo, slower or faster, the interval, so it can be an octave or even more. Right now I have it on octave, notes 1. Then I can start, check this out, just put it on. Right, so I'm listening to the intervals and I'm hearing, it's really intervallic, and I'm hearing, okay, this is whatever, an octave, this is a trident away, etc, etc. So now it's not too hard yet because it's slow, and the biggest range that I told it to do is an octave, but once you do it faster, it gets of course harder, and it's really cool. Kind of need to focus and be in that zone and listening. Another option here is to sing, which you can basically give it notes, new note. You get one note and then it tells you, I'll sing, continuously.
G flat below. G above.
So, etc., etc. So you need to like
B above.
C
below.
Do
D above.
Etc., etc. So
G above.
So, right, so I need to think about the sound of the note, and you can do it with intervals or with color, whatever you want. It's really good. It definitely gets, again, faster and harder as you go, and of course you can make mistakes, but this is a process of learning, so it kind of forces you to use your ears. Harmonomics was developed by the same guy that developed the Metronomics that I really, really like, and it's an ear training software as well. Check this out. You can start with intervals, where you have simple things, and then you just need to say okay, this is a perfect fourth, etc., etc. So it tells you the sound. You can show if you're not sure. You can do next, okay, major 7, etc., etc. And then maybe this is not as hard for some people, or it's hard, so you can say, okay, it will give you kind of the stats, 2 questions, and okay, you know, whatever happened here. You can also work on chord sounds, so you can go and say multiple, or start with triads, or start with 7 chords even. And now, okay, this is like a sus7, diminish here, etc., etc. So you can listen to the sound, and of course it will sound a little better with headphones, etc. And once you're comfortable with that, you can go and say, let me work on multiple 7 chords with a few more options. So you have a sequence of 3, or even more things with 9s, etc., etc. So it's all cool stuff to work on, and it's kind of fun. Again, you don't need to do everything in the app, but I think it's a really, really cool thing to check out. As we know, music is the art of listening. Meludia is an app, but actually I find the web version way stronger and way more challenging. There's a lot of things there. There are 3 kind of levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and there are many things within. There are chords and melodies and rhythms and kind of like pitch and color, a lot of things to explore. Especially if you have never done any ear training, I would strongly recommend checking it out. I think you can learn a lot from that, and it's very gradual. So I would really recommend spending some time on that if you can, and I would encourage to use the web version instead. I'm not sponsored by them on any level, so I just find it really great. Thank you for checking this out. I find all these apps super helpful in the process of making music and learning music better and faster. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I'll see you guys and girls very soon. Peace.